Hello. I hope everybody's doing good. I'm a little bit crooked. My original stand here fell out the window yesterday, and I haven't gone outside to go get it yet. So I am makeshifting a different stand. So I hope everybody can see and everything's good and laid down here. I did myself another deck because that's what I do. It's called the Vice Versa Oracle because there are messages on both sides of the cards. Depending on how the card falls out is kind of how the message is going to come out. But I also use my intuition, so if I need to flip it around, that's what I'm going to do. I was very intrigued to do these cards for some odd reason, so see if it resonates. I'm obviously going to pull most likely some type of tarot deck, just to clarify. Yeah, take what resonates, leave what doesn't, like I always say. Are you ready? I am. Let's go. What does the collective need to hear today? What is the message coming our way? Oh, we got one card. Nothing so far. Ooh. So we've got the Evil Eye card. And we've got Locked. And then on the top of the deck is the Innocent card. And then on the bottom, we've got Endless Spending. Somebody's ship is about to go down. We've also got, and I can't not look at it, Extermination on the bottom of the deck. And I'm like, ooh, with excuse, overload underneath, and fungus in reverse. Oh my gosh, with veiled. And someone is trying to harm you. Oh my gosh. Okay, so huge message coming through here. So it's honestly, what I'm getting is there is an innocent person wrapped up in somebody's evilness, and the evil eye can work both ways. Like somebody could be throwing something so evil at you that it's forcing irreparable damage towards your life. Okay, and then the evil eye can work in a way where you throw it back at people. People want to throw something at you, you throw it back. Evil eye is always watching out for you. It tends to attract that negative energy, so then it can disperse it and destroy it. Okay, but this in this circumstance, I feel like somebody wants to spend endless amounts of money. Okay, to the point where their ship is sinking. Their ship is going down, and they just won't stop with the spending. And somehow this is affecting you. This is like affecting your heart, because there could be this money is supposed to be given to you in some instance, you know, like when you see those shows and like mom or dad is spending endlessly because there's no partner to stop them, and like the child who's supposed to inherit the money starts freaking out and being like, you know, stop spending all my money. Like, you know, when you die, like, this is what I'm supposed to have. Like, I'm supposed to get something, you know, out of this. And like you're going to ruin it. Like, I have plans for some of this money. And like, you know, like that's what inheritance does for you. And when your parents are smart, then you should be able to get an inheritance, right? But from the looks of it, it's like somebody's locked you out of something, so then they can just spend it. And it's being exterminated. It's being, like, this person's being wiped out. They have been veiled for a very long time. Okay? And I don't know if they've been hiding under this veil, what they've been doing under this veil, but it's like maybe they're hiding how they're spending the money. because it looks like it's going towards things that this person needs, but really it's not. It's just spending. They're spending, like their ship is going down and they still can't, you know, what was that show called? Something like Princess in Debt or something. And it was all filmed in Toronto, and it was about these little princesses that had spent so much money on the stupidest, dumbest, most ridiculous things. Okay. And they go on the show, and if it shows that they just got into a bad predicament and their ship started to go down and there was nothing really they could do about it, then the show would like pay their debt off. But if it showed that they were a princess and that they just didn't want to stop spending, and it was spend, then the show wouldn't pay for them. They wouldn't clear their debt. Right? And then excuse overload. Okay, I can't help but see excuse overload with fungus in reverse. Fungus in reverse, like that means like something is growing so disgustingly, and they're making it, it's like their excuses are getting bigger and more bolder, and they're saying more now than what they used to. Like before, maybe it was they just wanted to spend money because they were making it and they deserved to make it, but now their excuses as to making money is that they just have the excuse to spend the money. I don't think there's any more replenishing of it. I think it's just going one way, which is why the ship is going down. Right? It's going down, and they've got no excuses anymore. And that's what you always got to kind of worry about. Like whenever my sister and I ever like loses a job or suddenly money goes tight, we always make this joke because it's as if we stop breathing, you know, like it's so part of like PTSD of like losing our job and not knowing if we're going to be able to pay rent or if we're going to be able to buy food. So we have made this joke now that it's like, okay, stop breathing, stand still, you can't move. Because we don't know like when the next paycheck's going to come in, when the next money is going to come in, and it's like detrimental to our growth because it has impacted our lives so much that if we're in trouble with money, we stop spending it. We don't spend money on anything. It's like we don't even want to spend it on food. It's like we have to make sure our rent gets paid. That's all we really care about, is to make sure that we still have a roof over our head. We can eat later. You know, like there's food banks. There are ways to get food. You don't have to spend all your money. I need that roof, right? And then there's other people who don't work, who are taken care of in some way and continue to online shop or continue to spend their credit, and there is no money coming in to pay those bills. They barely have enough to get by to keep the roof over their head. That's why they're spending extra money, and that extra money is obviously what they put away for these very rainy days. Okay, so this is harming you in some way. There's a warning here. Like you're being warned. It's like this extermination has to happen. It's not a matter of, well, maybe. It's more like, if we don't do this, they've already lost or are about to lose the ship they're in now. How are they going to pay that back? So they don't even know, the universe doesn't even know as of right now how this person is even going to be able to pull themselves out of this debt, right? So they're like, you need to get, I don't know. What is the advice? Let's see if it's possible we can get some advice up in here. We got the moon with the magician in reverse. Four of Pentacles, wheel, Knight of Swords in reverse with the Knight of Wands upright. So I almost feel like the advice is honestly, this was the first message that I heard. I don't know what it means. Take it as it resonates. I heard right away, stop manifesting. There's something that you can't see. There's a magician in reverse here. There's somebody that's doing something and they can't see. And it's like, I don't know if you're manifesting money or if you're manifesting this to clear itself up. The universe is like, just, you can stop now. You can't see this. That's why we're exposing it. It's like, it's almost like the universe is like, we got this. They've got control. You know, oh my gosh, you know what I just got? That movie Unstoppable, that with that train. I'm a huge Denzel Washington fan. I'll almost watch anything that he's in. And it's like, he's the one that gets control. Well, I mean, it's him and the other conductor that eventually get the train under control. Or does it just eventually, I think it actually just smashes. Yeah, they have to eventually get off. They can't even stop the train. That's a true story, eh? That guy actually lost his job. He just let a train just go. Fucking idiot. And you know, that, I mean, that makes sense because look at, I mean, I was always kind of wondering how beautiful tarot is. And look at that person with that Four of Pentacles, them holding on to that money, and then the wheel comes in. It's like they can only hold on to something for so long, and if it's starting to spiral out of control, as in they're now reaching a point where, you know, that like kind of like meter that goes from like green to red, I see them in the red, and it's getting worse and worse and worse. And like, you know, you can spend a little bit of time in the red, right? Like, because even in the red, you can still go back up to orange and then get back to green again, right? But this person is like pushing red. I'm getting that like warning in my third eye, like, you know, when that bah, 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 you know, when something starts to alarm, like you are now in alarm system mode. Like I wouldn't be surprised if this person's got like banking, like financials calling them, and like I don't know, like what do you call those, bill collectors? Or they're getting notifications, please call the bank, you know. There might even possibly be like a lien that gets put on a house because they missed the mortgage payment, right? And it's like excuse overload. It's, I need this, I need this, I need this. And in my eyes, what this person needs is a swift ass kicking, and they need their ship to go down. Unfortunately, we actually, my sister and I, she was in the same class as her. She knew somebody on that princess show, and her name is Rachel. I won't give her last name. There's no point. It's just ridiculous. And she was actually on that show. And I did not think that she was a person like that. I really didn't. But I mean, I don't think I actually went to school with her. I think she just went to this secondary school with my sister. Or did she go to the same high school as us? I'm not quite sure, but I think she was in the same high school as us. I think she was. Anyways. Oh my God, the excuses that she gave that show on why she spent money and what she spent her money on. And oh my gosh, she really thought that like this show was going to pay all her debts. And I'm pretty sure they didn't. I'm pretty sure she was one of the ones that they picked that was actually a princess. It's like princess or poverty or something like that. Like, oh my God, I forget what it's called. And then Knight of Swords in reverse with the Knight of Wands. This person's excuse overload is lies. That's why it's growing like a fungus, like an evil fungus, because they are lying. They know how to lie. And what they do is, anybody that lies in it, or anybody that knows when they're dealing with a liar will just like kind of charge at you like, blah, blah, blah. I don't want to fucking talk about it anymore. And then like walk away, and you're like, oh, okay, you're fucking lying. I know you are. Right? Because when you get that spark from something for no reason, you know that someone's being defensive on something. And I really highly doubt you're treating them like a child, right? I think they've been busted acting like a child, right? Because a child would overspend because they don't really know what's going on. An adult knows how much they're spending, but if they want to put on their little boy boots and their little boy clothes and act like a little boy, then they'll get treated like one. And I hope this person goes into, I almost see collections too, from some type of debt they didn't pay or something. That's just more money that they have to come up with at the end of the month. You know, like this person's been warned, and that's why they snap. snap, 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 snap. It's like almost to get their spouse to just stop talking. It's such a form of abuse when someone snaps at you, and they do it for a reason. So then you'll back up and walk away and leave them alone. Right? I never dealt with people snapping very well. I was always like, okay. And then I would go back in their face. Why are you snapping? Which made them snap even more. But then I'd be like, all right, you want to fucking fight me? Are you serious? Like, what are you doing? Like, obviously I wasn't as mannered and tempered as I am now while dealing with somebody like that. But I mean, I had no fear in people for a very long time. I really didn't care. And it always paid off because people are little bitches. They act so tough and they act so strong and they act so mighty. And then you ask them the ultimate question and they fucking turn around and they run away from you. Because for the most part, when people are hurting you or when they're hurting themselves and it's about to fucking make everybody lose their shit, they don't care. They don't give a shit. They're addicted. That's what addicts do. Addicts are addicted to being dicks and taking things from people and not giving a shit because they're children. The devil raises little bitches and little bastards. 8 of Cups in reverse. 9 of Cups in reverse. Knight of Pentacles. King of Swords. So this person is... Somebody has realized that this person... They know that somebody has slowly bled them dry. Like, almost kind of acting like it's their money. Oh, this is my money to spend. This is my money. And I feel like this King of Swords is kind of picking up on something now. They're you know a King of Swords doesn't really give a shit. They just really want to know the truth. That's it, right? 5 of Pentacles in reverse. Maybe this person is like acting like they're poor and they just want somebody's money, right? Like, oh, I'm poor, help me. Oh, I'm poor. And really it's like they want to walk away. And I wouldn't be surprised if someone's cheating on somebody. They're just using somebody for money. They saying that their stability got taken away from them or their independence got taken away from them and help them so then they don't end up on the streets, but they're spending it. And like I see somebody spending like they're like buying really expensive clothes and they could be saying like, well, it's for this, and I really need it, it's for this. And you're going like, what are you talking about? Like, you don't need that. Like, you're not even working. What are you doing? Why are you spending so much? Like, but they won't walk away. High Priestess in reverse. 10 of Swords in reverse. Like, this person is clueless to getting out of this. They don't understand. Like, somebody has to put 2 and 2 together that their money is being drained by somebody. And if they don't get out of it soon, they're going to lose everything. Okay? There's a huge warning here. Like, I don't know if this person is your spouse. There's the Ace of Pentacles with the 9 of Wands. Like, someone's like, yo, you got to defend your money. Like, you have to defend your seed. Like, you have to defend what you're making here. Like, you can't just let this person take everything. That's ridiculous. And I did know this guy back in the day who met this chick who had a kid who claimed that her baby daddy was so bad and so this and so that. And honestly, this guy went above and beyond to make sure that this girl's life was so amazing. And they actually have a get together that's not even his because she cheated on him and had somebody else's kid. And my friend still raises that kid as if it's his own. Like, there are people out there that are good and they get used by fucking monsters. This chick is a fucking monster. I watched her claw her way into my buddy's life and fucking take everything and then get boobs and get a nose job. Oh my God, the things that she spends her fucking money on. She doesn't even take care of her kids. I spent the night there one night back in the day, and their daughter walked around for 2 hours with shit in her diaper. And I kept saying something because they were all doing coke the night before, so none of them could smell it. I could fucking, the entire house smelled like shit while their daughter was walking around. I'm like, yeah, keep saying that you're a great parent. Keep saying that you need to stand up for this woman who clearly isn't even taking care of her own fucking kids right now. But keep it up, because there are people out there that will just eat shit to have a good looking woman because they don't want to be alone. And like, honestly, I don't give those guys sympathy. I don't even give two shits about those kind of guys. Honestly, I lost so much respect for my friend because at the same time, he wants this respect for doing what he does. And he knows he's being used. So how can I respect somebody who knows they're being used? And doesn't care, doesn't stand up for those kids, doesn't stand up for himself, fucking lets this bitch act like however way she wants. It's actually, it is very embarrassing how she acts. Like, just like, you're a mother, act like one. You want to be a mother, act like one. Put your fucking tits away, fucking cover yourself up, you know, be a little bit mature. Like, I know that women, they have kids and they want to get their body back and they want their men chasing them again and blah blah blah. Listen, bitch, your glory days were done. Raise a fucking kid now. Like, oh man, this person's disgusting. I don't know if they want the spotlight on them and maybe that's what they're spending their money on. Oh my God, look at, they have really put somebody up against the wall. And like, I don't know if it's to do with the money. It's King of Cups in reverse. This person is not mentally or physically attached to this King of Swords at all. They don't care. They don't love them. There's no heartstrings. There's nothing there. It's just they took a hard hit in the past and they don't want to be homeless again. But they have no independence whatsoever because they know how long that takes. So instead of walking away, which they know they should do, they ignore it and they try to use this king. Anything else? Five of Wands in reverse. With the Ace of Wands, honestly, I feel like somebody stops fighting for this once and for all and takes their fire back. Takes their fire back, takes their position back. No longer using their fire to protect them, to do stuff for them while they're watching this person's life sink. They don't care because they'll keep taking and keep taking. Look at that. Two of Cups in reverse. I'm not going to say that this is a relationship. This is not a good relationship. Like, this isn't two people that genuinely care about one another. This is a couple that is getting fucked up. Shadow side in reverse. Like, somebody really does not want to look at what they're doing. They really don't want to see that they're the cause of everything. They want to make somebody else, will go out, make more money from me, make more money from me. I can't work. I can't do this. I'm innocent in this. No, they're not. They're hurting somebody else. They're not innocent. Three of Wands with the Hangman. I feel like somebody makes kind of like a swift judgment all of a sudden and gets out of something that they've been sitting in for a really long time. High Priest in reverse with the Six of Cups in reverse, with Justice in reverse, with the Queen of Wands in reverse in the World, with Karma. Okay, Ace of Cups in reverse with Death. Okay, so Ten of Cups in reverse and the Empress in reverse. Two of Wands, Ace of Swords in reverse. Okay, so the way that I see this is, I think someone is getting a divorce. I think they're getting a divorce. I think something in the past is not working out anymore. This queen is off her rocker and it needs to stop. And that's why the world's come in. Because karma is now setting its path with this Ace of Cups, knowing that this person is using emotion to control somebody so when they get all their money. Okay, deaths come in. This whole new cycle is coming in now. And this Ten of Cups, this so-called picture perfect life with this person, this Empress is now leaving this picture perfect life. Okay, that only she finds this picture perfect because that's where she can sit there and contemplate all her lies. So she's hiding behind some type of family. She's hiding behind some type of family dynamic. And she's taking everything for herself. Because she's not emotionally attached to anything. So I don't even think she knows what that means. To be emotionally attached to something. She just sees money. She just sees what is she going to get in the long run. So I think this king has had enough. Wow. All right. We're going to end it at that. I hope it resonates. Welcome to the Vice Versa Oracle a la Whitney. I'm so excited to use this deck. There's 29 cards, so there's 58 meanings. And on the bottom of the deck, we have this is textbook. And the thing is that it is textbook because this person, this masculine's the one who wants to work together. And they're crumbling into extinction unexpectedly because there's no giving and receiving, right? So this is like textbook in the universe's mind of somebody narcissistically sinking another person's ship just to get what they want. And then they'll just go to the next person who's got a nice big comfy old ship and jump on. We have Taurus, we have Libra, we have Scorpio, and Aries. So, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Oh yeah, and Pisces. Quite a lot of people came out today. So, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. And yeah. Thanks for everything. Have a wonderful weekend. Happy Friday. Peace out, everybody.